Thank you, Mr. Brady, for joining us in the studio. You're back from a whirlwind trip, and there's an awful lot that is happening in the world.
Thank you very much, Frank. I appreciate it. It's a great opportunity to chat. Just back from a Naples, Sicily trip to and Rota, Spain. We just need to take a few minutes and talk about some very serious things. The events last week in Brussels, obviously. Very serious, and the reaction, I thought, on the part of our main mission of keeping kids safe and our employees safe, did a remarkable job. I want to particularly thank Eric Goldman, the principal of the American Brussels School, for acknowledging the threat and acknowledging all the measures taken to counteract that and to bring a sense of stability as best we can, given the circumstances. So Brussels is a hot spot. Then, of course, 95% of our attention is on Turkey. And recently, this past week, we've had the European Command has taken action. The Department of State, the Secretary of Defense has ruled. So we're in the process of moving dependents from Incirlik and closing our school there. So many dimensions to that. And again, we have priorities. We have to take care of the children. So the staff, the dedicated staff, teachers and administrators, made sure that the children all have what they need to go forward and complete a successful school year. Some will go to the United States. Some will go to Ramstein and are already there. The seniors particularly were given plans so that they can finish their senior year. So my hats are off to them to doing that. In the meantime, we have to close the facility in Incirlik, and we have to do it properly, and that's being done. The administrators in Europe, the Mediterranean district, and here at the headquarters have been focused 24/7 on providing the right information and the right next assignment and the right guidance for the teachers who are doing what they need to do in Incirlik. And I just want to say, I want to thank them. And they're in our prayers and in our thoughts, and we will continue to do the right thing by them because they clearly have done the right thing by our students. And so I thank them.
Now, we have, in addition to Incirlik, which is right in the spotlight right now, we've also got teachers in Ankara. Okay?
Absolutely. And I was there 6 weeks ago at both locations, have a pretty good feel for the schools, remarkably different student bodies. The Ankara school provides terrific support for the Department of State, our newly independent state allies, the Partners for Peace, as well as our U.S. servicemen and women, children. Unique set of circumstances, both in the same country, but there will be different directions going forward. We haven't had the final directions on what happens at Ankara, but I will assure you that they too are in our thoughts and prayers. We will be following and doing what we can to provide the proper security and whatever next decision is made to execute it properly and take care of not only our students but our people. And so really on behalf of all of DoDEA, to both to all three locations, actually, as they battle through where we are in this world as of today. But they have our support, and we're doing what we can.
Rare is it in other stateside school districts for people to wake up and come into an evacuation or a terrorist attack. Okay,
right. Unique set of circumstances for the men and women who work for DoDEA. And even when you think about it, in 1946, when the first troop ship went over with teachers to provide support to students in Germany and Japan, remarkable spirit, and I think that spirit lives in the organization through today. I think also that it has to be clear that the leadership has that same passion to take care of students and people, and I see that in our administrators too. So, trying time, a challenging time, but the people who work in DoDEA are up to that, and they're doing remarkably well.
The events are certainly stark reminders of that violence and terrorism does happen in the world, what would you say to teachers wherever they happen to be in the world today about their personal safety and the security at school?
You can have the most detailed programs in the world, and there's no guarantee, and there's no 100% guarantee, and I'm not about to foolishly say that. But I would say that every precaution that we can take is being taken in conjunction with our service partners, and individual due diligence as best they can, and again, applaud them for their dedication and effort of taking care of themselves.
Thanks for being
Thank
with us
you,
this
Frank.
morning.
I appreciate it.